All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we had a blue screen of my fucking computer blue screened randomly. I was sitting there, and then it just fucking guess what? Your computer has fucking encountered an error. Go fuck yourself. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Is it the Mechanicus shit talk? Is that what it was? Like, seriously? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm actually gonna fucking lose my mind, dude. Like, how the fuck does that happen? So I apologize for that that delay, that hold up right there. Trust me, not intentional at all. Fucking but yeah, we're gonna get right back into it. I'm pretty sure I found out right where we were, maybe a couple minutes behind. Well, not even a couple minutes, maybe like 30 seconds behind where we were. We're gonna pick it right back up, right where we left off here. I think we're good to go. Captions are on, captions on. Quality is good, quality is good. We're gonna keep going. We got 144 out of 208. Fucking unfortunate, man. I can't believe that. I'm gonna have to meld that on later on. Mechanicus shit talk, get hit apparently, bro. Like, what the fuck? Dude, I don't understand that shit. That's annoying as all hell. Oh well. Well, let's keep going with it. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. If it does, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind, dude.
Found his collection in the shattered, cold ruins of Serenade, a world that Trazyn and Orokin had all but destroyed because of the consequences of their actions. Trazyn made his way down to the temple's entrance, Asterium Mysterious in hand. He stood before
Gotta start
the
putting
gate,
purity seals on your PC, dude.
Fucking
yeah, it might have to come to that, to be honest with you.
Cried out
I need to light the incense every time we start a stream, dude.
Orokin had clawed his way through the stone and mud. Each time he got stuck, he'd rewound his chronosense, starting over and over. What took 3 centuries in real time took over 2 millennia for Orokin. His necroderma's body was in ruins, almost overheated. He begged Trazyn to stop, offering him
Tells Zinj to get the fuck out of your monitor.
His time in the stone had shown him the truth. The song of the
your
world,
modem?
the signal that had started this all.
I don't even know. It's not even my modem. It's like my fucking hard drive or some shit, dude. I don't understand.
A warning hidden by Datamancer Vishani. Do not be deceived. But Trazyn wouldn't listen, and he opened the gate. The tomb was real, and Trazyn wanted it all. Oh, the beauty and the glory of it. And at the center of the great chamber, there he was, Nephref. Trazyn was utterly enamored and touched the preserved corpse, only for it to shift. The corpse began moving, and it removed its death mask, and its true face made Trazyn scream.
Oh.
Mephet-Ran. The Great Deceiver stared back.
Not the Great Deceiver.
A shard from the war in heaven was Nephref.
Wasn't the key thing there that nobody actually knew his name was the fucking Deceiver before they were deceived by him? And then from that point on, he was always known, but he was known as the Deceiver before that anyway. Like, how do you not know his name is the Deceiver? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he's pretty open with that. The big troll himself, yeah, literally, dude. Like, this guy even looks a bit like a jester with his head going on, you know, a little bit. Like, I wouldn't trust him, you know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't look like a trustworthy sort.
Head back. A shard from the war in heaven.
Innocence, yikes.
Was Nephref, and now it was free. It thanked the 2 Necron. It had again deceived them, orchestrating its release by osmatic influence. Its release required 2. One cunning enough to decipher the Asterium Mysteriosis cipher, and one reckless enough to ignore the layers.
I don't know how we
security
stream like
put in
fucking
place.
10 hours on New Vegas, bro. Computer's fine, doesn't blue screen. We'll go fucking an hour and 50 on YouTube. 2 hours 50 on YouTube and it'll crash. Bullshit.
The 2 were horrified. Trazyn grabbed the damaged Orokin and began to run. But Orokin stopped him. If the shard of the Deceiver escaped, the galaxy would be doomed. They looked at each other, and the words didn't need to be said. The infinite and the divine stood side by side together and challenged a god. A worthy enemy is worth
Do you have a statue of
100
yourself,
tutors.
Oricon? It's a
Millions
purely
of years
binary
of
question.
rivalry had tuned and trained them both. The years of
What the
cunning,
fuck?
strategy, and outmaneuvering had forged Trazyn and Oricon into some of the deadliest Necrons in the galaxy.
The
Reawakening
deadliest
the guards
Necrons,
around
probably.
The tomb, the infinite and the divine combined their power and launched themselves at the Deceiver.
Oh.
A clash of titanic proportion ensued. To be at the very center of this battle, your mind would crumble from the sheer cacophony of violence and power.
Oh.
Oricon utilized his significant mental capacity to command and coordinate the desperate army, and Trazyn lunged
Desperate
in
army,
his
oh.
empathic obliterator, a weapon that could hurt the Gitan. Trazyn leaped from body double to body double, even releasing numerous hordes from his collection.
Damn.
Gene stealers, human,
Gene stealers.
orcs, Eldari, and Necron were unleashed as sentient life together battled a god.
That's
Trazyn and
fucked. What a fucked like battle to see, man. Like you have races of all sorts just showing up here and absolutely like they're fighting with each other, even like, you know, unwillingly. They're still fighting with each other. It's fucking very, very interesting, you know. Very cool to see, like the fact that that can happen in 40K, you know. God damn, like what an interesting like prospect to think about. Because you definitely don't think, and like obviously that something like that would never happen any other time. Not against like, not for any reason, but like gene stealers fighting alongside orcs, fighting alongside Astartes, fucking insane. Oh yeah, definitely all mind shackled, like not willing combatants by any means, but like still, like what the fuck? Like yeah, he's like straight up like pokeballing these fuckers out, like, you know. God damn. What a crazy scene.
As sentient life together battled a god. Trazyn and Oricon fought together with a
Is
skill
my dad in the
and
Infinite
mastery
Galleries?
that
He might
only
be.
two who truly
He might
knew
be.
each other could do. But it was still not enough. They had turned the
Trazyn's
tide
Museum
many
could be a good
times,
setting for having a
but the
game,
friends
for a
had
game
been
having all the
pushed back to
factions.
the
That's true.
entrance. Their forms were damaged.
Honestly, I'm
and
surprised
their
we don't
hate
see
for
more from the
God was
Necrons in terms of the
almost
games.
upon them. Trazyn reached into his pocket dimension and drew out his most prized possession, the Eldari soul gem he had taken from the world of Serenade millennia ago.
Oh.
He gave it to Oricon, telling him to use it as a conduit to assume his etheric form.
Wow.
At the edge of death, holding on for dear life, Oricon concentrated, crushing the gem between his hands, and he began to glow. The power of a world's
Wow.
worth of souls flooded within him, and as Trazyn's screams were drowned out, an apotheosis had begun. A shining, godlike creature emerged. Oricon had transformed. This creature of blinding power strode up to the Deceiver, a god versus god. It was almost overwhelming.
Wow.
Oricon saw the cosmic universe in a way no mortal creature could ever understand.
Jesus.
To achieve the essence of real externality, whether of time or space or dimension, one must forget such things as organic life, good.
So did Oricon unironically get his souls back times like 1,000 here? Or is he still very much just like a Necron still? Because he just crushed that soul gem in a sense, and now he's godlike in a sense. Like what the fuck? Yeah, Super Saiyan Oricon. Like, bro, did he actually get some semblance of a soul back when he did this or no? The Ultramarine Company, I choose you. Yeah, literally. They are the main foe in Mechanicus. Oh, are they? That's actually interesting. I never played Mechanicus. Trazyn's Museum should be the next Alien Isolation type game. It should be. Again, an Alien Isolation type game in any aspect of the Warhammer universe would be awesome. On board like a Chaos vessel or a Chaos controlled world, on board like a Drukhari vessel, anything like that. Like, bro, like there's so much like potential for a true horror game in the Warhammer universe. I'm really shocked they haven't went that route at all. I think it's a really missed opportunity. Even try it. Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe it's not successful. But I'd play it. It sounds super interesting to me. You know what I mean? Not a hack and slash. Not something, you know, where you're OP, not something where you're a hero, but something where you're literally just like fucking hiding for your life, fighting for survival, like literally just trying to be out there. Even if you're just a guardsman on like a planet where an orc invasion is taking place, that's a fucking horror game. You know what I mean? That's straight up a fucking horror game, like Outlast style game. Exactly. Like even something like that would be amazing. Exactly like that. Outlast, but Warhammer related would be sick. Still without soul, his souls. I see. I guess we're also getting a 40k Total War. Oh, are we actually? Really? I'm shocked. Like, it's about time. That sounds awesome, not gonna lie. Is it actually like made by Total War? Or is it a different developer? Or a different game series, I guess.
Mention, one must forget such
in Mechanicus 2, you'll be able to play as Necrons?
Good and evil.
That's pretty awesome.
Love and hate.
Same studio? Okay.
Gnawing hunger gripped
I'll have to look into that. That actually sounds really interesting.
And hate flowed from him.
Because we haven't gotten anything related to like guns in Total War since like what? Shogun 2?
Mud, staring into the face.
I guess like handgunners and shit in like the Total War Warhammer games, but like
everything from the Necron tier. Orokin strode forward, and the new god shattered the
I should reiterate, Total War Warhammer, it does have like cannons and stuff. It does obviously have a lot of those units, but like it was that or like Shogun 2 or like Empire or Napoleon. They don't really do a lot of stuff with like guns or like, you know, modern-esque, I guess, equipment. And it's going to be interesting to see how they do like a sci-fi 40k related game. Because I feel like that would be super, super interesting. Like, it's just going to be confusing. Not confusing, but interesting, I guess, to see how they do, like, the ranges on weaponry and shit on the battle space. That's going to be interesting to see. It's all super early rumors, but basically more or less confirmed. Well, it's cool that they're going that route at a minimum. It'd be very, very cool to see. Since GW game surviving a night on Nostromo, dude. Even yeah, like bro, could you imagine if you're just on Nostromo and like you just have to like literally just like go about your day just as like a normal person, and that's the entire game? Like, you know, like that'd be fucked. Skaven have miniguns. Yeah, I know Skaven have miniguns. Like obviously the dwarves have guns and shit like that, but it's something that like besides the Warhammer franchise, it's something that developer hasn't really done much of. Like, let's say, like even in their historical titles, like they've only had 3 games with guns in them prior to like Total War Warhammer. They did it well in Total War Warhammer, to be fair. Like I think the units with guns do work really, really well. It's just going to be interesting with like the 40k interpretation on them, right? Because like, you know, if the tower in that game, they're going to be fucking cross map sniping you every fucking game you're in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be balanced, it's going to be interesting to see how they do that.
Orokin strode forward.
Skaven have nukes? What the fuck?
Shattered the
Tau
deceiver.
supremacy. Like, literally, Tau supremacy. Tau would fucking own everything. They'd be OP in a Total War game, I imagine.
Found the diviner in a corner. His battered legs.
But that's what I mean. They'd have to balance it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be interesting to see how they do that.
His entire frame, from headdress to lashing tail, had turned black. It was not ash or burn marks. The interdimensional energies had fused the shadows to his necrodermis.
Orokin, have you suffered damage?
There was no answer.
Skaven have tractor beams that can pull the moon down to Earth. What the fuck?
Put a hand on his quaking shoulder plate.
They basically got that orc gameplay going on.
Wailed, trying to shrink back into the masonry.
It's all right, friend. It's all right.
Trazin held up his palms to show he was no threat.
You have been through a shocking transition, to be sure. But the danger is past. Provided you are not suffering critical damage. I'm scrying you for injury or malfunction.
Orokin said nothing, stared at the floor. Trazin ran a diagnostic scry, palm hovering around Orokin's cranium longer than the rest of his body, careful not to intrude too far into the diviner's space.
Thank your stars, Orokin. Nothing irrecoverable. Few servos here and there, sundry damage to the electrolocation systems. A wonder there is not more, given how much energy you channeled. And
True.
likely some engram corruption. You may lose memories for a time, but they will come back.
That's not terrible.
Trezin's mouth twitched, and he brought a tesseract labyrinth out of his dimensional pocket. Orokin shrank away.
You tore the deceiver to pieces, dear rival. Sucked the energy of each shard dry before casting it off. And I was there to catch them before they could collect enough energy to flee.
He tapped a finger on the labyrinth.
So now they're mine. Thank you, Orokin.
So
I'm
yes,
up 2-0. Yes.
Not.
Orokin's vocal emitters dissolved into a burr of static for a moment.
Talking about the deceiver. I want to know about the other one. Is it gone?
Trezin paused.
I do hope so, Arkan. I do hope so.
Then he stood and offered a hand up.
Come now, we must rebuild the Tesseract Vault and put these labyrinths within. A vault inside a vault, each shard in a separate labyrinth.
Orokin nodded and took the hand. His body was stiff. One leg would not bend.
Thanks for adding the deceiver to my Pokemon collection, Orokin. Like, literally. Thank you for being a good friend and helping a brother out with that.
Sealed inside.
Said
I'm acting
Orokin.
concerned, but really, you did me a great
Find
favor.
this place again.
Indeed.
Said Trezin. He stopped, looked at the archivist.
Is that
with
fight
an
between
eye
Orkin
that
and
Trezin
Catan just to
noticed
show
was
how powerful they were?
temporarily burned
They
blind.
destroyed 5 planets.
Make
Oh,
me
seriously?
an oath.
During that battle?
An honor pact. That neither of us will come here again.
He held out a forearm, fused to the point it could not move at the elbow servo.
Agreed.
Said Trezin, gripping the forearm, the oath seal.
The contents of this vault are too dangerous for anyone to possess.
Especially us.
Said Orokin, and ambled towards the ruined vault. To reach it, they would need to cross a mountain of corpses.
I see
Said the Deceiver Shard.
that it is time for more questions. What shall we be returning to in this session, child Trezin? Disposition of Catan necroforces at the siege of Pantheon. Proper taxonomy of emergent daemon consciousnesses of the Empyrean. What knowledge would you like to explore? And what are you willing to pay for it?
Trezin dipped a hand in his dimensional pocket, drew out what appeared to be a small homunculus, a being no larger than Trezin's hand, that struggled in his grip. Radiance showed through the gaps in his fingers as he held the creature out for the Deceiver's inspection.
It is small,
Said the Deceiver.
a shard of a shard. Never with an Iolak, known for stinginess.
These are not simple to obtain,
Said Trezin.
and we both know the risk I take in giving them to you at all.
Yes.
The
What the
Deceiver
fuck?
laughed. The deep sound of it screened out by Trezin's filters, so it would not upset his vitals.
Interesting.
Want me daring through this prison, would we?
Trezin felt, at times, a measure of guilt about having told Orokin there were only 5 shards, for keeping one for himself.
Motherfucker.
Entranced by the amount of power these ancient shards held, the knowledge they had of the galaxy, and the knowledge of things impossible.
So is he literally just keeping this fucking... He's keeping the Deceiver just in his fucking own pocket dimension here, and he's just fucking, like, feeding him these homunculi? Like, they're working out a deal kind of thing? Is that literally what's happening here? Trezin's such a motherfucker. He's such a rat, dude. He's actually just such a rat. Real rat behavior here. I can respect it, though. I can respect him for it. And I like how he just has this pocket dimension he just constantly just roots through. You know, whenever he needs something, he just goes and fucking... Here's my pocket dimension. Let me take whatever I goddamn need out of it. I bet it's a nightmare to find your keys in a pocket dimension. Yeah, how does he organize that shit? He always gets what he needs pretty quickly, it seems like. He's feeding him in exchange for informations. God damn it. Like, what a... How do you even know this information's true? Like, this is literally the Deceiver. Like the deceiver. This is the guy. Like, I don't know, man. Seems a little sus to me.
Knowledge they had the galaxy, and the knowledge of things impossible.
He's feeding it shards of a shard in exchange for information.
The deceiver said, long tongue curling over the plasma that dripped over its chin.
What do you wish in return?
The Great Rift.
Said Trazyn.
I wish to know about its properties.
The deceiver grinned.
So you wish to close it?
No. I wish to enter it.
Unchanging?
$60 million years of existence. Stars have supernovaed. Civilizations have risen to their zenith and crumbled away. And yet Trazyn and Oricon still exist. Still roam the galaxy, causing mischief and turmoil wherever they go.
Of course.
From their beginnings upon the Necrontyr homeworld, they were born into
I guess your phone is like a pocket dimension?
Scions
Could
of
be,
two
yeah.
great dynasties.
I guess that's a way to think
But
about
that
it.
time was not one of ascendancy for the Necrontyr. In the ashes of the civil wars and the war in heaven, Trazyn and Oricon were surrounded by a bitter, ambitious people, whose days of glory seemed behind them. They checked every morning for the cancerous growths that were destined to kill them, sending them to the venerated ancestors who had escaped the torment of the Necrontyr's painful existence. A constant, looming anxiety. As the
Trey is
two
using
grew to
super fast
adulthood,
Amazon
they
Prime delivery
specialized and
services.
adapted.
Pretty much, yeah.
Trazyn following heavily in
Yeah,
the
like it's
ideals of his
Amazon on
wealthy,
crack is basically what he's
rising
using.
dynasty, becoming a recorder of history, finding a love for those precious moments of drama and wonder. The weak of body Oricon rebelled against his dynasty's ideals, sharpening his mind and wit, delving into the very power of time itself. The two began to develop their view of the universe, something that had begun to define them and bring them into conflict. At the royal court they began to bicker and clash, butting heads over how they would handle events and situations. All of it changed with the arrival of the Catan. They offered immortality, revenge, and freedom from pain, a choice their silent king could not refuse. Despite the lone voice of Oricon speaking against these so-called gods.
Also, the name The Silent King.
And Trazyn feared losing
Definitely
his
you want to
mind,
get yourself a better
his
name than
library
that,
of
right?
history and culture, but immortal life could preserve it.
They call him
forever.
General Do Nothing
Trazyn
Oliver.
followed
You know what I'm
the
saying?
Silent
Like, what the fuck?
King's orders, and dragged his rival Oricon and many others from their homes into the biofurnaces. As the two stepped into the fire, the pain was overwhelming. They emerged inside metallic prison bodies.
Guess his problem isn't that he did
Part of
nothing,
them
it's the
had
fact that he did
lost.
too much.
Even their memories of their life before were violated by the Catan. They were betrayed, altered, changed into a parody of their former selves. Their ambition to live, to innovate, to change had been taken from them. As immortals, the priorities and ambitions of both became galaxy-spanning. And upon
Silent,
their
he went into a
reawakening
60
in the
million
30th
year
millennium,
timeout outside of
their
the Milky Way.
rivalry
Oh, did he just fuck
reignited.
off in deep space?
One to preserve.
What was he doing out
and
there?
One to predict. One to look to the past and one to the future. Oricon had discovered something incredible. An etheric state in which he was free. He was evolved. The salvation and transformation, the future of the Necrons, was his desire. So it did not matter how petty, spiteful or reckless he was.
He was
It all
conquering
in the name
empires
of
and other
grand
galaxies?
purpose.
Seriously? What the fuck?
Trazyn had spent millennia collecting.
It doesn't say
adding
as far as we know,
creatures
as far as
and
I know.
cultures to
Oh,
the
okay.
galleries on his world of Solemnace.
Interesting.
A magnum opus to be viewed by those who would appreciate the wonders the galaxy had to offer. He ever increasingly sought rarer, older and specialized prizes for his grand collection.
10 edition codex?
Each piece added, improving the beauty of his collective. The Asterium Mysterios and Nefret's tomb represented everything the two desired. They betrayed, beat, shot, insulted, and fought with each other for over 10,000 years.
Damn.
Even being forced to work together, discovering and unwinding their dislike for each other, understanding their justified and unjustified hate towards each other. Their journey's end at the tomb of Nephref was a horrifying revelation. They had once again been tricked by the Deceiver, the creature they hated most in the galaxy. The two together fought like titans, challenging.
And then Trazyn
God.
fucking backstabbed
As we
Orson.
all know,
Pokeball
love
the Deceiver.
and hate are closer than you would think, and so are rivalry and respect. Since the biotransference into Necrons, perhaps the Catan had taken away something more precious: the ability to change. The truth was there all along. The opposite of any bond is indifference. Trazyn and Orokin have bickered, betrayed, and fought with each other for countless years, and yet they have saved the galaxy together. Perhaps they truly desire for this great game to continue, this bond that ties them to who they were in the time of flesh. With the shattered remnants of the true Datamancer Vishani taken from Nephref's tomb, Orokin continues with his great plan, his path to the future of his race, and his plans to exact the lessons Trazyn so richly deserves. Despite giving his word, Trazyn couldn't quite help himself, keeping a smaller shard of the
Couldn't help
Deceiver
himself.
for himself. The
Motherfucker.
Infinite couldn't let such a valuable piece be wasted. More pieces need to be collected, more secrets need to be harvested, and his quest for rarer specimens lead him into the Great Rift. What prizes await collection for his beautiful galleries? Conflict, mayhem, mischief, and petty bickering all await the infinite and the divine.
Wow, guys. That was pretty good. I think we just have credits at the end there. No credits. Just thank you for watching. 4 minutes. Okay. Awesome. Well, yeah, that was The Infinite and the Divine, 40k lore by the Amberkin guys. That one was really good, I'm not going to lie. I've heard nothing but great things about The Infinite and Divine, and I really was not disappointed by that. I thought that was really, really good. Obviously, it was great to see Trazyn, great to see the fuckery he gets up to, great to see all that. And yeah, he just continued and persisted to backstab Orson, even up until the end there, which is kind of crazy, I'm not going to lie. Kind of nuts, too, like... That's the moment I come back to. Oh, yeah, sorry, Hobbit, sorry. Apologies about that. Let's see here. Necrontyr society is ruled by the Triarch. 3 rulers, 2 would speak and tell orders. The 3rd, the Silent King, would only speak, and the 2 and be the definitive judge on decisions, never speaking to the others. I see, I see. I guess that makes sense why he's called the Silent King then. What color poke game do we think Trey started on? Yeah, literally. What was his first, do you think? What started his addiction? Blue, Soul Silver? I think mine was... My first wasn't Soul Silver, but Soul Silver was the first I actually, like, myself owned. You should check Traz and Norkin out by DVU Kyo. It's short and they have great voices. I might check that out another day. I'm probably going to keep it just to this video for tonight. I might be streaming some games later though. But I do want to keep it to this one for tonight. Just because I already... the stream already fucking technically ended once. And it's already going to be a nightmare to fucking... It's not a nightmare to put it together. It just sucks that like it's not one conducive live stream on YouTube now. It's 2 parts, which is kind of annoying, but is what it is. If it's confirmed he's done some conquering in other galaxies, I'm gonna need to read that. Yeah, that's kind of insane if that's true. That is rather insane, I won't lie. You need to check out the Chaos Marine Star Wars comedy vids sent. You'll love those. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check those out. If you want, post a fucking a link to them in the Discord there. I don't know if you already have. I'm not too sure. I haven't seen those ones, so I don't think pop up. So post those in the Discord again, just so I know I for sure see them. But yeah, guys, we're probably gonna call it here for this one. Unfortunately, sorry for anybody that popped out. I know we had quite a few more viewers in here for when we were streaming initially there. But yes, my computer did blue screen, so that was mega unfortunate. I apologize for that because that fucking sucks. So I apologize that we had that little interruption there. But we did finish it off here at least, so that's always good to see. But yes, guys, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Big shout out to all of our members, all of our Hastati and our Principe Dagenhart. I appreciate you guys. You guys inspire me to make more content for you guys every single day, of course. And yeah, I probably will be streaming later tonight. I don't know what exactly I'm going to stream yet. Maybe some more Fallout. I'm not too sure yet. Maybe something else entirely different. I have something in mind. I've been wanting to play for a little bit, so we'll see. We'll see. But maybe Vegas. Maybe Vegas. We'll see. It all depends. It all depends. I have something new I've been wanting to try out, so maybe we'll do that tonight. If not, we'll probably do some Vegas later. But yes, guys, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like on the stream. Again, I know, pain in the ass, but make sure you leave a like on the stream again. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. But yeah, we will be calling it here. This has been Centurion. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.